In a small village in France lived an old scientist named Maurice with his daughter, Belle. Belle was the most beautiful girl in the village, admired by many men, including Gaston, a strong but arrogant man. However, Belle preferred reading books and singing rather than socializing. Her favorite story was about a cursed prince. One day, Maurice traveled with his horse, Philip, but got lost in the forest and was attacked by many wolves. Philip ran away in fear, leaving him alone. Maurice found an old creepy castle and entered it for shelter. The castle belonged to a monster named Beast and was filled with living objects. When the beast found Maurice, he imprisoned him.
Philip returned home alone, and Belle, worried, went to look for her father. She found the castle and saw Maurice locked up. The beast became furious, but Belle bravely offered herself to replace her father. The beast accepted and freed Maurice, while Belle stayed in the castle. At first, Belle feared the beast because he was rude and grumpy. She tried to escape but was attacked by wolves. The beast saved her and got injured.
Took care of him, and over time they become close and fall in love, though the beast was afraid to confess his feelings. One day, Belle showed through a magic mirror that her father was sick. The beast sad and let her go. When she returned home, Gaston forced her to marry him, but she refused. Angry, Gaston told the villagers the beast was dangerous and led them to attack the castle. Belle and Maurice escaped and hurried to warn the beast.
At the castle, Gaston fought the beast. The beast defeated him, but spared his life. However, Gaston stabbed the beast from behind before falling and dying. Belle found the beast dying and confessed her love. The curse was broken. The castle became beautiful. The servants turned human, and the beast became a handsome prince. Finally, Belle and the prince married and lived happily ever after.
There are three structures of the fairy tale. The first one is orientation, found in paragraph 1. This part introduces the characters and the setting. It is found from beginning until her favorite story was about a cursed prince. This paragraph tells us about who the main characters are and where the story takes place. It gives us background information before the main problem starts. The second one is complication, found in paragraph 2 until 5. This is the longest part of the story. It tells about the problem Belle and her father and how Belle meets the beast. It starts from one day Maurice traveled with his horse Philip and ends at however Gaston stabbed the beast from behind before falling and dying. This part shows the main conflict and climax. The third one is resolution, found in paragraph 6. The resolution starts from Belle found the beast dying and confessed her love, and ends at finally Belle and the prince married and lived happily ever after. Belle's love breaks the curse. The beast became a handsome prince and they live happily ever after. This part solves the problem and gives a happy ending, a typical ending of a fairy tale. It also contains with the story's moral value. There are love, bravery, and kindness can change everything.
Language features. The first language features is past tense verbs. Almost every verb in the story uses past tense verb because it tells events that already happened. For example, was, lived, admired, entered, traveled, and the other. The second one is action verb. These verbs show action that the characters do. They make the story dynamic and exciting. For example, run, imprisoned, saved, warned, and the other. The third one is adjective. Adjective describe people, things, and places. They help create intense image of the story's characters and settings. For examples, strong, beautiful, small, old, and the others.
The fourth language feature is adverbs or kata keterangan. Adverbs explain how, when, or where an action happens. Examples: alone, bravely, angrily, and others. Example sentence: Philip ran away in fear. Fifth language feature is time connectors or kata penghubung waktu. Time connectors help the story flow smoothly by showing when events happen. Examples: one day, when, and others. Example sentence: one day Maurice got lost in the forest. The sixth language feature is emotive words or kata bermakna emosi. These words express the character's feelings and helping the reader connect emotionally to the story. Examples: worried, sad, happily, and others. Example sentence: Belle was worried about her father.
Elements, fairy tales, often include magical or supernatural things that don't exist in the life. Example: Belle showed through magic. The eighth language feature is present participles. These verbs describe action that are happening or connoting a specific moment in the story. Example is falling, shining. The night is descriptive adjective. These adjectives describes people, place, or things in the tile so the reader can imagine these.
Number 10, specific participant. These are the specific names or titles used in the story instead of general nouns. Example: Belle, Gaston, Maurice, Beast, and Philip.